Okay, welcome back everybody for another episode of Master of Command. Today we're going to be playing through the very end of Act 2, doing this HQ battle, and hoping that we can get a win here. We are outnumbered here by about, by about 7,000 men, not too bad. And their army has got a lot of these veteran hussars, which make me nervous. I haven't done too well against the hussars, and especially against the veteran hussars. They've got some sharpshooters, grenadiers à cheval. Yeah, this is gonna be tough. I'm not all that worried about their infantry, but I am concerned by the veteran hussars. And our own forces are kind of meh. Alright. And I mean, that's my own fault. I've been losing a lot of units. I've had to spend a lot of money replacing units instead of really being able to expand our army or buy them really good equipment. So I have to live with my own mistakes. And today we're going to see the final effect of my compounding mistakes and if we can even get past this battle. If not, I mean, the campaign will just end here. And I will thank you all for having watched and apologize for not having gone further with this campaign. Even though I think it was a really fun idea, I think I just, with the update, just really misplayed. Okay, let's take a look at their army. They've got their French veteran units over here, and then on this side, they've got their more standard units, I'd say. They're weaker units. Although, these Hungarians are going to be nasty in melee, I will say. And then they've got their Grenadiers in the middle, a Hungarian Grenadier unit, along with the sharpshooters. They've got their artillery, which is all big and nasty. They've got their veteran hussars, which are not going to be nice. Oh my gosh, 133 melee, plus 40% combat effectiveness? Holy cow, man. What is giving them that massive bonus? Plus 40, I mean 10% is the difficulty modifier. Oh my gosh. Oh my, that's just so much. All right, whatever. We're gonna deal with it. Okay. I want to play a tight formation. Maybe we set up here. We get up on this hill, and then we come over here, and then we've kind of have, ideally we have our flank secured, and we just kind of play in this position over here. That would also mean that they'd have to attack into us, which I'm not sure they will, since they have artillery advantage. So I might need to prod them a little bit there, but we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and take our foot units, and we will put them in front. Our grenadiers are a little hurt, but they're not. The Saxon Gotha have some damage on them, but the other two aren't too bad. And what I'm planning on doing is I'll have the foot in front acting as our line. I'll put our grenadiers a little behind them so that they can help in a countercharge and so that they can plug any holes in the line. And then our Hessian units are going to be our like last ditch melee units. Huh. That's pretty good combat effectiveness. What's giving us that? I know some of it is let's see, do we have a combat effectiveness bonus in here? Yeah, we've got a 5% here. And then we get 10% from having officers. Okay, well, I mean, if we can keep that high combat efficiency bonus, that'd be awesome. Oh, these guys are still Hanoverian cavalry. Oops. They should have been renamed. Okay. Anyway, let's come over here. I thought I thought I had a Hessian cavalry unit. I wonder. Yeah, I think I kind of messed up on the naming of the cavalry. Based on the portraits, they all look to be Hanoverian, but I feel like I might have. I feel like the last time I was playing, I thought one of them was Hessian. Anyway, I'm kind of doing a lot of I don't know, ranting and just stream of consciousness. Let's think about what we're gonna do here. What I want is I want this 6-pounder on the hill, kind of in the middle. I think I'll probably take our 6-pounder and put him over here to help fight off these stronger units. And then I'll take our 3-pounder and put him over on this side, and he can help fight these other units as they come up. Let's see. Cavalry's looking good. Let's have you kind of like in the middle, I guess. And we'll put our general wherever he's most needed. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. All of the artillery should have round shot. Yes. Okay. So let's put a foot unit over here. Foot here. Foot here. Foot here. Foot here. Let's get our grenadiers advancing. Same with these guys, our Hessians. And artillery. And our howitzer. And our 3-pounder. And then cavalry will come up. General come up. And our supply train come forward. Now let's see how they react. Looks like they'll turn their line a little bit. And let's go ahead and start spreading out here. And we need to leave a hole. So let's do that. We'll put the artillery right here. Perfect. And then stretch out our infantry there. Let's go ahead and get you unlumbered. Heck, maybe we move up a little bit more here, huh? Same here. Let's put the artillery right here. You guys... Form up a line right here. And you guys along here. And last, you form up over here. Let's spread out our grenadiers just in case they start taking artillery fire. These grenadiers didn't get the move order. Maybe I keep them over here to help with the artillery, help protect the artillery. Let's spread you out a little bit. And we can go ahead and place the general over here, I guess. Let's put our Hessian unit over here. And maybe our other Hessian up here. And we'll have our cavalry ready to exploit any weaknesses that we find. Which might be on this end of the line, but we'll just have to see. It's really gonna depend on what they do with their hussars. Here, let's move forward a little bit here. And let's get the general down here. Here come their sharpshooters and those hussars. Okay, we're starting to take shots, but we're shooting sharpshooters, so let's turn that off. That's not worth shooting at the moment. And how much ammunition did they expend? Not very much, but I want them to get a little bit closer before we fire. And yeah, let's start getting guys spread out here. And okay, their artillery is getting into position. Their artillery might be content with just... Gosh. Are they all... Oh my gosh. They did 117 on one volley? Oh my gosh. Yeah, they just tore apart. Oh man, and they hit my grenadiers. Here, let's pull these guys back. Maybe where they won't get hit. Yeah, man, these guys are just taking a ton of damage. Gee, willikers. What are these? These are veteran hussars? Okay. Yeah, they've got really good charge. Yeah. Their artillery is just so much more effective. I really need to get them to attack into us. What's the morale over here? I wonder if once this unit is in position, they'll come and attack us. That would be ideal. Because I don't really want to walk off of this hill. Jeez. Here, let's bring our Hessians over here. And let's turn this foot. And maybe after this volley, we change them over to a canister. Okay, switch to canister. Those guys look like they are about to come in for melee. So let's get ready to counter them. Countercharge them. Okay, so they shattered this unit. They might be dead. We have everyone surrounding these Hungarian grenadiers trying to take them out. Okay, good. So let's pull you back. Let's put you on the line. Let's see how we're doing here. It's looking good so far. Let's bring our block grenadiers forward a little bit. Keep this cavalry here in support. Let's bring you back. Bring you back. How are we looking here? Okay, we're fighting off those grenadiers. After this volley, we'll switch to canister. We need to keep an eye on those veteran hussars. Here, let's move over just a little bit, get a better firing angle. And let's bring you over this way so you can get a shot on those Fusiliers. You're not able to hit them at all. Please move up. Okay, our foot here got beat up. So let's bring you forward. And then you come forward. Okay, we'll call that good. You guys come back. Here, let's have you turn a little bit. What's going on here? I need to keep an eye on these hussars. Okay, wait for them to get a little bit closer, and then open up. And then charge in. And, okay, we're going to charge in these grenadiers. Okay, looking good. Let's pull back the general. Okay, these foot came back. Pull back our cavalry. Okay, charge into these guys. Charge in. I'm probably gonna need you guys to come up and take up this position. Hold your fire for now. Okay, wait for them to close in. Oh, they got them with the carbines. Okay. So you guys come up here. Our musketeers fall back. Artillery fall back a little bit. Okay, our guys all got routed. Let's make sure you guys are all in range of the general here. Oh shoot, I actually told them to charge in. Here, let's pull these Monsbach musketeers forward. Man, all of this cavalry is routing. Fire when ready. Charge in. Charge in. We need to get our foot sorted here. Okay, those guys should be running. And you guys are Out of ammunition. Okay. So, looks like they've got a Dragoon and a handful of other random units. Here, you should come over here. Let's pull you back. Let's spread you out. Where... Okay, here's that cavalry. Let's hold your fire so you can hit these dragoons. Okay, nice. Come this way. Come up here, come up here. Where is the cavalry? Here's some. And here's some more. And looks like they've got one artillery unit and then this unit. And they should be done. Perfect. So now we just need to knock out this artillery. And I think all we might have lost is the artillery. I'm hoping these guys didn't die, but we definitely did lose that artillery. If that's the only unit I lost, I'll be pretty happy with that. And I've got a lot of manpower. Okay, we didn't lose that much in terms of manpower. Yeah, we did lose this one artillery unit, but it's okay. This was our 3-pounder. So it was the one that I could afford to lose, I guess. Let's go ahead and take the money because we're desperately going to need to buy more units and build out our army. And, okay, let's... Yeah, Hanoverian. I mean, they're all at 500, so they have to all be Hanoverian. So let's name them as such. You should be light cavalry. And then let me find... Very quickly on Chronoscoff, let me find a... Let me go ahead and very quickly find a Hanoverian cavalry unit to name this... To rename this unit. Let's go with Zeppelin. So these guys will be Zeppelin. And let me take a look at their colors. Looks like they're orange. So let's switch you over to orange. Yeah, it looks like they have either orange or black on the outside facing, and then like yellow on the inner coat. And let's see if they have a regimental standard. They do. It is a yellow background with the lion and horse. Lion and unicorn, I guess. Oops, I screwed up. There we go. And it's the same as this one, unfortunately. Maybe we can give it a slightly different yellow color. Yeah, we'll just go with that, just to differentiate it a little bit more. Okay, let's get a trait for our cavalry. Equestrian is okay. Equestrian is okay. We'll do that. I would have rather something else, but we're kind of running out of time. We're going into Act 3, and We kind of just need something. Let me go ahead and upgrade everyone that I can into grenadiers. You guys can now be field artillery. Congratulations. A little bit of a bummer that they don't get an accuracy increase, but so be it. Anyone else? No, you're still short. We need to rename these guys to grenadiers. And yep, grenadiers. Cool. And field artillery. Oh, excellent. Jönköpings. So we can give that to our mighty Hessians. And then for naming conventions, let's just also name you melee, just so that I'm aware in the thick of battle that you are one of our Hessian melee units. Cylindrical ramrods. We can replace these guys. Be a little bit more accurate. And here, we can give you guys those. We can sell that. We'll probably sell the greatcoat. And you can get... Oh, because I'm sorry, I assumed you were a cavalry unit, because you're in the cavalry brigade. But that is rather silly of me to assume that. Okay. So you're at minus... Okay, so these breastplates are all better. Socket bayonet. Is anyone... Here, I would rather you have a socket bayonet versus a light bayonet. Anyone using a worn bayonet? Doesn't look like it. Okay, we can sell this. Oh my gosh, we have a really good heavy jacket here. So yeah, let's do that switcheroo. We'll hold on to these in case we come across any other cavalry. We'll give our artillery a better treatise. And we'll hold on to the rest of these things for now, but I'm open to selling off most of the rest of this. Okay, combat effectiveness, campaign movement speed, loot from pillaging and winning battles. I like the extra loot. I also like the campaign movement speed. I think I'm gonna go with the movement speed. Just to get around the map faster and try to do more encounters and visit more villages. And campaign visibility, enemy movement. Shoot, man, if I knew we were going to be raiding settlements, I would have taken Pillager. I think... Yeah, I think going with Suppressed Saxony is the best because it'll give us a unit that we can actually use. It's a German unit. So yeah, we'll go with this one. And we'll end the war in Saxony. Either we will lose or our enemies will lose. But the war will end here. One way or another. Hey, I'm happy we made it out of that Act 2 HQ battle having only lost one unit. I feel like maybe, just a little bit, I'm finally getting the hang of this. This update. In any case, let's look at where the slums are. One up there, one down there, two. Okay, so there's a bunch in the south, and nothing, pretty much nothing in the north. So if I went south, I could go 1, 2. I kind of don't want to hit this one. 3, 4, and then swing around over here for the last one to get saboteurs. Enemy HQ comes on 126. Let's check the supply cache real quick. We could, but we don't know if it's something that we can use. Do I want to use 3 days waiting for 200 gold? I mean, maybe. I'm really desperate. This is such a good option. Oh my gosh. I think I will spend the days getting gold. And then let's... Especially because I need 3,000 to open a new brigade. That's kind of nutty. Let's come over here, see what there is. Yeah, there's some... There is some stuff here, but I really don't have the money for it. I could get more Hanoverian Grenadiers, or get Hanoverian Land Milits and try to upgrade them, although that's going to be kind of tough. Maybe I just hold out for right now on buying a unit and maybe see if I can pick up some units along the way. I do really need to get some food, so I'm hoping we'll hit a village along here, buy up all the food there, and then just raid it into the ground. But I think I will not be buying anything at the moment. So let's go ahead and let's start working our way over here. We'll switch to foraging since we're getting low on food. And this takes our consumption down to like nothing. Dude, am I okay losing a quartermaster? Or a random unit? I think so. If it's a German unit, this is huge. Oh, yes, let's go. Let's go. Okay, let's rename this guy real quick. Give me just a second to find some Hanoverians. We can name this guy Fabrice. Do we have a Fabrice unit yet? We do not. And looks like their uniform is kind of this light color, and we don't really have anything that matches their regimental thing, so we'll give them this wreath. And that's what it should look like. We might have another... Okay, good. We don't have another flag that's like that. And then let's go ahead and give them a Potsdam. Let's give them some shoes and a cartridge box, and there's a cross pendant. Sure. Okay. And then let's keep on moving in foraging stance. Let's visit this outpost. And we can give them ammunition. We're not in short supply. We got some really good weapons. So let's take a look at our guys here. A good Yon Shopping. Yeah, we'll just hold on to that for right now. The excellent Charlevilles are interesting. Maybe who's got the best accuracy? Seems like you do. So let's give you the Charleville carbine, and then let's give you the Yon Shopping. We've got these Delft muskets, which I'm not super impressed by. I really hate the poor accuracy. They do have longer range though, so I mean, something, but it's like, is it worth it? Let's not sell off this coat because we can actually give it to this unit. Let's take off your buckshot and give you the great coat. I might sell the Delft. I just don't really like it. It does have longer range, but still. I wish I knew what its effective range was, because if it has really good effective range, then maybe I would consider keeping it, but if it's got a long range and poor accuracy, like it's gonna do really bad damage at range. And is there anything that I'd rather switch? I'm not so sure. Maybe the land pattern. I don't know. We'll try that. Let's go ahead and keep moving. We need to find a village to raid. There we go. Oh, and there's a patrol. So let's take a look here. Let's take a look at the barracks. Hanoverian Grenadiers, Hanoverian Cavalry, British Grenadiers. So nothing too crazy here. But we definitely do want the food. And then we can fight the patrol. These guys aren't full strength yet, but this army has less men than us, so I'm pretty sure we'll beat them. And fingers crossed we won't even lose a unit. Oh, that's kind of nasty. Veteran Hussars, Austrian Grenadiers, Veteran Fusiliers. The one thing that kind of stinks about upgrading into the Hanoverian Grenadiers is that they replenish much more slowly. What if the... I'm not a huge fan of the... I think it's called like sanitary conditions doctrine. The one that gives -50% attrition. I feel like if that were to give attrition reduction and replenishment, extra replenishment, I feel like then it might be worth taking in certain circumstances. But I think with just the attrition reduction, it's really, I don't know, it doesn't appeal to me. In any case, got lots of veteran hussars, some dragoons. Where is a good position? Maybe... I mean, this is fairly decent. The problem is always that I don't know that they will attack into us. Because I can't wipe out their artillery, and I mean there's some really scary stuff here. Yeah, maybe we just put everyone over here and then see how they react. And we'll have our foot. Let's get our foot and our low-level grenadiers kind of like in the front line. And then we'll put our stronger grenadiers in the back, along with our Hessians. Artillery will find something to do with you guys. And let's get our cavalry over here with the general and the supply train, which I feel like I forget to use. Okay. Oh my gosh, these guys have really high accuracy. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is try to set up the artillery on this hill here. We'll have our line, I don't know, over here. And we'll try to break through. We'll try to break through and then maybe send the cavalry around to hit the artillery. And we should have enough, like, grenadiers in reserve and Hessians in reserve to fight off the cavalry charges. So yeah, let's do that, I guess. So you guys here, howitzers here. Let's get you guys all marching forward. Same with you all. Cavalry as well. And Mr. von Braunschweig. And let's see where their artillery gets into range. Because that is when I want to start spreading out our units. Okay, so you come up to here. Come up to here. Let's bring you out here. Oh my gosh. Okay, everyone start spreading out. Yeah, you fall back. Everyone start spreading. Oops. Here, you come up here. You can be in reserve for now. Gosh, who got all those kills? Yeah, that makes sense. Here, why don't we advance a little bit? And we can try to hit those Fusiliers. And you guys can... Yeah, I like that. Try to hit these guys, and if you miss, you hit these Hussars, or you hit those Hussars, or you hit these Fusiliers. Sounds good to me. Maybe we straighten out here for now. Oh my gosh. And let's start trying to get things done over here. Maybe you can come help out here. You stay in reserve. And you can be in reserve over here. Get our line restructured since we lost a bunch of units. Okay, so you're keeping them replenished, that's good. That means I don't feel so bad about trying to do counter battery. Oh man. Let's... Okay, you guys just come sit back for a little bit. since you guys got really messed up. Yeah, let's see if we can't march up a little bit here and just start shooting these guys. Yeah, that looks like that sparked a reaction. Here, let's get you over here. Let's get you over here. Let's get you still in a line. And these guys have fired, so let's try to charge them. And they shouldn't be too braced. Okay, yeah, they're shattered. Let's pull back before we get too far forward. Let's pull back. Okay, looking good there. Here, you've come up. Oh, these guys got hit in the flank, so they just shattered. Okay, cool. Very cool. Okay, and then after they shoot, I need to turn them. We've got some hussars over here that are kind of problematic, so we need to address them. Spread you guys out a little bit. Let's hold your fire for a moment. Oh man, I think they got braced. Okay, pull back, pull back. Okay, wait for all the cavalry to get back. And then open up. Okay, their cavalry is doing things. We're still trying to we're still trying to knock out that artillery. I think that's not really working for us. Okay, you guys move forward. Where is the general? Come here, rally these guys. And then charge in there. Okay, good. We fought them off. Although I am a little scared about all those units coming in. Oh man. Here, hold your fire. Hold your fire. No, dude, you need to form up like right now. Shoot. Wait, okay, never mind. Yeah, let's take out these dragoons. Okay, good. And these guys shouldn't rally. Yeah, it's just this one artillery unit left. Okay. Brutal. Lots of men lost. But no units destroyed, I think. Yeah, looks like everyone survived. And their artillery was doing a lot of work. Gosh. Okay, let's... I don't have the manpower to cover my losses, so... Let's go ahead and take the reservists, I think. Get back some of our manpower. Let's see if we get a actual artillery trait. Man, this is really frustrating. Flanking fire, marginally useful, but not like amazingly useful. We're running out of time, so I'm just gonna take it. running out of time to find better traits. And then let's go ahead, and you already have Chevaux de Freeze, so let's actually give you the fire damage reduction. What if I gave, let's see, what else have we got? Shepherd's Axes. Shepherd's Axes. Okay, what do you have? We can get rid of your shoes and give you Chevaux de Freeze. We can get rid of your canteen and give you a Shepherd's Axe. We can get rid of your canteen and give you a Shepherd's Axe. We've got a good lumber chest there, or an excellent lumber chest, I should say, which is better than this. We can sell that. We've got some beer. What do you guys have? Beer, and you guys have tea. Here, take the beer instead. Not tea, that's coffee. I still have one more Chevaux de Freeze. We can give it to you guys. And morale and melee damage. Here, let's give it to you. Let's take off that beer and give you this instead. It's better in every respect. Now we've got Grape Shot. Where is the artillery? So this is 14 and 55, 12 and 50. Maybe we take the good Grape Shot instead. It's very slightly less damage, but a little bit better max range. And let's see, what do we need here? I was gonna say ammunition, but that's not. We should not be buying ammunition here. I'm gonna go ahead and raid this town, get all the money I can from it. It will also give us some time to replenish. And then we can come over here and look into doing some shopping. Excellent tea. Let's give that to you. And you've got good tea. Here, let's give you the... Actually, let's see. Does anyone here not have a ration? This unit doesn't. Let's take your shoes and give you the tea. And you guys can be grenadiers now. Congratulations. And what's the increase? Oh, that's very sizable charge increase. Okay, oh, and one of my cavalry needs to be light cavalry. There we go. Okay, and now let's go over this little mountain, do the encampment, and then come over here. And let's wait for the storm. Okay, excellent Charlevilles, excellent light socket. So let's give you the excellent Charleville and give you the Jönköping. And these excellent light sockets can probably, yeah, go to you. And you can take the good socket bayonet. And I think, yeah, everyone's got a normal socket bayonet or better. Got a great coat. You've got a great coat, and you've got a great coat. So now let's come over to this town. Anything we can buy here? Subsidy Jaegers. I kind of don't want to use... Jaegers anymore after the poor showing I've had with them. They do have some better... They do have some better artillery here than what I'm using. But it's also prohibitively expensive, and we get an item sale cost malice. So it makes me not want to buy artillery here. I'm just so short on money. But I don't want to... I mean, I feel like my catch-22 is I need the money to buy a new brigade, but then I can't really buy any units. I need to raid to get more money, but then I can't buy the stuff here. It's a vicious cycle. I think for right now, I'm not going to raid any of these big cities, but I am going to raid like every village that I come across. What I will do, though, is I will buy up some more food. And take note that there's a million carbines here. Okay, there's an excellent Neustadt. Okay, so when it comes to like infantry weapons, infantry firearms, this isn't a very good location, although it does have excellent it does have very good bayonets. It's got fairly good artillery here. Okay. So now let's come up to this slum and come over this one. And then proceed in a northerly direction. We can go through the mountains because we have Carthaginian spirit, but that's okay. We're not going to mess with that encamped army until we have another brigade unlocked. And I'm not going to mess with that convoy because it's right on top of the encamped army. Okay. Very nice. Maybe I come up and do this fort. Come check out this other fort. Come over here. Yeah, I like that. And then let's do the lengthy bombardment. Cool, we got some really good stuff here. And we get a doctrine out of it. I do like the extra money. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and get you excellent socket bayonets, and then you can have excellent socket bayonets, and you can have good socket bayonet. Got excellent hussar sabers. Let's give it to you because you have nothing at the moment. And then we got these excellent Delft. So sure, you take them. Do I have any more land pattern users? Not really. So I don't know if I want to use the if I want to keep the good Delft or not. I'm not sure how useful it will be. In any case, it looks like they're headed over here, so we can meet them there. Okay. So lots of cavalry. Okay. What have we got? Fusiliers. Veteran Fusiliers, veteran Fusiliers. Okay, let's definitely try to engage them on this flank. Fortunately, they don't... they've got a 12-pound Linecorn, but they don't have like a Shuvalov in this army, so they shouldn't hurt as bad as they did before. Here, maybe I have the howitzers on this end, and you over here to counter these grenadiers if they get too close. And let's take these guys, put them over here. Maybe we give them Mr. von Braunschweig. And then let's take these two grenadiers. I need to rename him to Grenadier. Over here. And our Grenadier friends we put here, along with the Hessians in the back. Sorry, I feel like my voice is starting to go a little bit. Like cavalry support over here. Okay, I like it. And then before we get to the river, maybe we spread everyone out. Or like put everyone in a line, not necessarily spread out. Because I think we've learned that spreading out when there are very effective cavalry is not a recipe for success. So let's go ahead and let's move forward. Maybe we get onto the hill over here. Here, I'll have these two units in front, and then maybe keep these two in reserve. Okay, let's keep moving. Okay, and let's... Here, let's... boy, I kind of don't like where this is going. Yeah, you know, start spreading all these units out if we can. Before we attract too much attention. Okay, yeah, their artillery's starting to set up. Yeah, unfortunately we have a big clump here that I need to resolve. What the heck is that range? Oh my gosh. It does look like they are staging a river crossing over here. Okay, maybe we pull back a little bit here. Gosh. Maybe we push forward a little bit so that they don't manage to get on the hill. Okay, let's see what's going on elsewhere. Still looking fine. Those guys have excellent Charleville, so we need to advance on them. Except we're taking a lot of damage, and so that might not be as possible. I can't believe these guys are still running. Okay, they haven't rallied yet. Alright, you guys just need to come over here and maybe get a charge in. Where's our general? Here he is. Here, see if you can turn a little bit faster. Will you guys have any bracing? Hardly. You guys, I just kind of let get too close without charging in. Oh, pull back before that cavalry catches up to you. Okay, you guys walk up. Bring up Mr. General. Bring up our cavalry. You come over here. Wait for them to get a little bit closer. And then fire. Very nice. It seems like these guys are stuck running because they're using all their stamina, even though they shouldn't be running. Okay, let's pull this guy back just because the officers are really messed up. And let's bring the oops, that unit has recovered. Let's see here. Let's try to knock them off. Okay, let's start swinging around with this cavalry. Let's come get our combat effectiveness bonus. And let's knock this guy off. Perfect. There we go. Okay. Looks like our manpower will cover our losses this time. So let's go ahead and take the ammunition and money. And what do we got here? Excellent Yon Shoppings. Which, I mean, they're better than our basic Potsdam. Okay, Mr. Cavalry Brigade. Let's see if we can give you one last melee trait. Yeah. Do I want the 10 melee damage or the 5 combat effectiveness, but at the cost of the officer command radius? Here, let's take the combat effectiveness. I'm gonna give you a shepherd's axe. And I'm gonna give you the spontoon. And cylindrical ramrod we can give to someone else, surely. You don't need these excellent greatcoats, but you sure could use them. And we'll give you a normal greatcoat, maybe? No, I'll give you the full gaiter. And let's separate things that we can sell off. Definitely some of this stuff we can start to sell. Yeah, a 2 second longer reload for everything else being better. I think we can do that. Yeah, we can sell off that for sure. Probably these greatcoats we don't really need. Maybe I'll keep a couple, because I know we'll get a Hessian Grenadier, and he could use it. Here, let's come over here. Got our foundry here. Bronze 6-pounder. What I really wanted to look at was the barracks. Hanoverian foot. So I could purchase a new brigade and then have Hanoverian foot. And then what can I give you? Could give you these good Delft. I don't know if that's doing you a favor or not though. Certainly you can take this tea and haversack and half gaiters. Maybe this good Yon Shopping is better than the land pattern. I'll keep this coffee for now, but we'll probably sell it off at some point. And I can almost certainly sell these bayonets. Since we're trying to get better ones. Oh, and we get another officer. Very nice. And let's put our... Let's put our other musketeer over here and our Hanoverian guy here. Oh, and we can give him a name. And he can be the Grote. I think that's how you would say that. They've got yellow down the front. And they've got a lion with a yellow background. It's a lion with a sword and a shield, which is actually kind of cool. So I guess this is the closest. And it's got yellow. Oops. He's got yellow, but I think we already have a guy like that, right? Oh, we have this guy. But sure, we'll go with the bright yellow on him. I think I had a grenadier unit I need to rename. Yeah, here we go. Cool, cool. And if I were to sell all of these things, they don't have the money. I could probably get enough for the other Hanoverian cavalry. Maybe. I'm gonna have to sell off a bunch more stuff. If I sell that, and the horseshoes, and a land pattern, and a second land pattern. Where were we? Land pattern. Maybe one of these basic artillery treatises. The canteens, do I want to sell these off? I mean... maybe. Or maybe these medicinal herbs. And the Delft. And this light socket bayonet. And now I need what? 1900. Can sell the shoes. Can probably sell the buckshot. And I don't need 2 jackets because theoretically I'm only going to get 1 more cavalry, so let's do that. And then I can buy the Hanoverian cavalry. I've got my full cavalry brigade now. And let's find a new cavalry, or a new Hanoverian cavalry name. They could be the Dockenhausen. Dockenhausen, was that how it's spelled? Yes. And let's take a look at what they wore. Oh, they had green. Interesting. So where are my Dockenhausen boys? Here we go. They've got like green. I don't like, is that the closest one? We're gonna go with this darker green. Really, the color that they wore is in between these two greens, but I'm gonna go with the darker green. I like the way that it looks more. And then it looks like their inner coat was like this yellow color, so that's fine. Let's take a look at their regimental standard. They have an angel on a green backfield, or a horse on a green backfield. I don't think we have any angels, do we? Do we have angels? We have a harp. Yeah, I'm not seeing any angels. So let's go ahead and do the horse with a green backfield. I don't think we have that. Oh, we do. These guys do. Well, I don't think we messed with the artillery flag, right? I think this just came this way. So what if we just did this? And I'm gonna change you guys as well. This is gonna be my melee brigade. Yeah, I guess it is melee focus because they have a charge bonus. Okay, so ideally I'll find another artillery unit. You don't really need that quartermaster. Sure, you can have a canteen for now. And is there someone else that had a quartermaster that doesn't really need it? Ooh, you don't have anything. Here, let's get you outfitted. Did I not have a... I was gonna say, I thought I had an excellent quartermaster. I probably did. It was probably on the artillery that I lost in the Act 2 HQ battle. Maybe I give you guys this. Oh, I don't have enough money. Yikes. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and leave here. Let's come check out this fort. Let's take the money. And then let's come over here. We can march normal. And then go back to foraging because we were using a lot of food. There's a bunch of Hanoverian foot here, but that's not really what we need. Gosh, that's so expensive. What we really need is artillery. Subsidy artillery. Let's go ahead and buy up. Okay. Let's buy up one thing of ammunition, some food, and then re-raid this town. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do that. And here, get rid of that, do that. Got an excellent spontoon here. Yeah. I kinda don't think it's worth switching these guys over to Grenadiers, even if they hit 8 veterancy, because it's gonna be so late that they're getting to it. I feel like they're gonna be more useful with the veterancy. These guys, if they can hit 7, yeah, they're probably not worth switching over to Grenadiers at this point. Let's get them spontoons, try to get some more veterancy on these guys. I've got this quartermaster. Yeah, I'll give him to you. And then let's go ahead and maybe come down here and then go up there. Yeah, absolutely. Requisition. Give me more time. Let's come here. Darn, I was hoping we would get the special option. Let's take the provisions and pelts. And it looks like we've spotted all 3 encamped armies. They're over in like a triangle here. So ideally what I could do now is come up here, buy all their food, raid them down, get our Hessian Grenadier, and maybe see about fighting these encamped armies. Maybe. Could be tough, but we really need to do that. Let's... Here, let's come visit this town. Oh, there's a patrol. They seem undersized. Why is that? Because they have a bunch of sharpshooters, and a bunch of cavalry, and a bunch of artillery, and not a whole lot of line infantry. That is why. Okay. Okay. Horse grenadiers, hussars. Okay, so this is the strong side when it comes to the cavalry. Dutch field. Well, these guys didn't come with a carbine? That's kind of lame. Okay. So let's do this so that our underexperienced units are getting in the action. And you guys can kind of just sit in the back. Let's have... Yeah, let's have our two melee units probably charging into these guys, and we'll have our cavalry helping out over here. I need to give them the light cavalry name. And... yeah, you guys are just gonna advance behind the line infantry and shoot. And maybe we take up a position over here where we set up. Yeah, I like that. Our melee units, they're going to march up here and then over here. And the light cavalry will be right behind them. And you guys... will do that. And our artillery will come over here. And I think that's everyone. Except for our supply train. Let's take a look at their artillery and see when we're getting into range so we can start spreading out a little bit, perhaps. Okay, these other units aren't really in range, so I'm not going to worry about them at the moment. Okay, their artillery hasn't... Ooh. Their artillery hasn't unlimbered yet, so that's good. Gives us some more time to get into position. Put these guys right on the road for now. Okay, that doesn't seem like they did too much damage with that opening volley. So I'm fairly happy with that. Okay, let's run these guys into position. Let's get ready to unlimber here. Let's spread out our Hessians. Unlimber, unlimber. Yeah, that was to be expected. Don't hit the sharpshooters. Okay. I'll tell you what is a little disconcerting is, these Grinzer Hussars. Let's pull back here. Okay, let's start spreading. Oh man, these guys are gonna shatter if we don't get out. Fetch. Try and knock out those Fusiliers. Okay. You guys did well, come back. Also did well, come back. Let's everyone come up together. Hold your fire. Okay, get ready. And open fire. Okay, charge in, charge in. Charge in, charge in. Okay. All you guys just move forward. Who shattered? My Hessians, over here. There we go. I don't, even this unit, I don't think they were completely destroyed. I'm really hoping they weren't. Oh my gosh, it's so close. Oh, they only did 29? Ugh. They might be dead. That's really close. Let's go ahead and take the manpower on this one. Oh man, they did die. Oh gosh. Dang it. Well, I don't know what they had, but I hope it wasn't incredibly good. Good Tulas. How do these compare? Let's go with the good Tulas. Excellent breastplates. What is this, 20, 25? Yeah. So we can probably sell that. Oh, excellent Tulas. Here, let's, yeah, give you excellent Tulas. Can sell that, sell that, sell that. Sell. That's useful. Probably get rid of these 2 Potsdam muskets. Let's move you over here. Let's upgrade you and give you a Bible to help offset your morale damage that you receive. And I'm getting pretty tired, but let's go check out this village and probably raid it down. Hanoverian Grenadiers, not bad. Hanoverian Foot is probably what I'll have to take, though. Let's see. I do have a bunch of stuff to sell, so maybe it'll work out. No, I don't have. I don't think I'll have enough. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, the Hanoverian foot is fine. Okay. How much is the Hanoverian? 2150. So I have to sell off. Oh, but I could raid them a little bit and then and then buy the grenadiers. I don't think I want to bother. I don't think I want to bother with that though. Because I'd rather let's see, is it worth paying an extra 500? Yeah, I think it is actually worth it. We can swing it. So let's sell off what, the buck and ball, the quartered musket. Maybe I'll sell the good quartered musket. And the full gator and this treatise. And we'll buy our Hanoverian Grenadiers. Let's give them the wooden stakes. Let's give them coffee and a canteen and put them over there. And then let's raid this town. And we'll get our Hessians. Canteens, ramrods, good beer. So we'll give you those things. You can keep your grenades for now. We've got really good ramrods here that we can hand off to someone. And with that, I think we'll stop. Next time, I think we'll come over here, maybe raid this town. No, we should raid this one because it sells for less. So we can raid this town and then see what units there are to buy here and then try to do these encamped armies and then make any final purchases that we need in the big city. Okay. Thanks everybody for watching. This has been tough, but I think we're stabilizing a little bit. We're not losing units as much anymore, which is good. I think we've figured out a method to make this work. Thanks for your patience, everyone. Hope you've enjoying the content, enjoying the videos. If you haven't, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. I appreciate your support, and we'll see you in the next video.